And now, please welcome CCP founding member and fabulous beret bearer, Claudia Hommel.
You say gala and I say gala. We sing in galas and some sing in galas. And we are gathered here for the 25th anniversary gala of Chicago Cabaret Professionals. Hold on, I'm going to lower this. There we go. That's better. I can see you. No, I can't see you. Blinding light here. Here in this beautiful chapel, I am preaching to the choir. Oh wait, are there some cabaret virgins among us? Is there anyone here for whom this is the first cabaret experience? Yes. Let me say, welcome to this not-so-secret society where song and story, sometimes magic, burlesque, puppets, comedy, dance, we get to share our truths up close and personal. If most of us are soloists, it's by virtue of doing these solo shows, but the fact is we can't do it alone. We don't want to do it alone. We need you, the audience, to be our scene partner, to be our dialogue partner. And so it was that 26 years ago, in November of '97, I put out the call, and 8 people piled into my living room. There was Carol Weston and the late Bob Maureen and Bradford Newquist and Mark Burnell. And a few weeks later, we added Patricia Rusk and Esther Hanna and Susie Petrie. And a few weeks later, we kept that up. And by March of 1998, we had a name, we had $25 dues, and we had a newsletter to put out, a plan to host our first gala in October of '98 at the Second City ETC. Yeah. And having learned that my 2-year, 8 hours a weekend gig was about to be replaced at the Hotel Sofitel by a sports bar, I reached out to others to ask, what can we do to create a cabaret scene, to put cabaret on the cultural map of Chicago? And we had lost, or were about to lose, Yvette Wintergarden, Toulouse on the Park, Gentry on Rush Street, Gentry on State Street, not to mention prior generations of Punchinellos and Mr. Kelly's. And there, it's true, there was a new cabaret room that was being developed, but Bill Davenport didn't seem to know us, and he was casting performers from New York. So I had an agenda, and this is it. A round of introductions to get to know each other, define cabaret, because we have very diverse performance modes in mind, discuss the problem of venues closing, and figure out how to encourage venue, club managers and others to put cabaret into their lineup. How could we help each other with recording our CDs, finding musicians, finding music, joint marketing? How could we promote cabaret as an art form, as an industry, and help it to be known citywide? And how would we develop new audiences? So a few themes emerged at all of these meetings, and I quote from our first newsletter. 1, it's really good to get together and help each other along the way and get out of this isolation of solo work. 2nd, our society needs cabaret. That human connection, yes, we need it. In the midst of the big screen, impersonal media barrage, and this is before social media and streaming, right? 3rd, Chicago needs more cabaret venues, whether in theaters, food and drink establishments, hotels, tea rooms, public spaces, new spaces. 4th, that we can be a force to help that happen by being more visible, making our audience more visible and more numerous, calling on cabaret supporters in the media, in their pocketbooks, reaching out to schools, and taking a strong product to the venues, which brings us to the 5th point, that our professionalism is our strength. in the sense that we profess cabaret, devote ourselves to the art of storytelling through song, and also that many of us intend and hope to make a living out of it. And sixth, that we need patience. The process takes time. So 25 years into this process, Chicago Cabaret Professionals now produces Musical Mondays, Emerging Artist Showcases, Merry Measures, Cabaret Beat, Chicago Cabaret Magazine, workshops, and 5 years ago, I co-founded another organization, a not-for-profit performing arts alliance called Working in Concert, in order to add into that mix the Chicago Paris Cabaret Connexion, Black Voices in Cabaret, Song Shop Live, and Cabaret in the Classroom, to which we've now added Catherine and Anita's wonderful herstories. And so we celebrate today the work behind us and the work well into the future. I encourage you, if you haven't already, join Chicago Cabaret Professionals. It's now only $35 a year. And I thank you for making this such a swell and welcoming gala.